Although we're going to take you on a journey of a basic IPSec tunnel, there is so much to learn here that is so exciting and applicable. We're just going to set up a standard site-to-site tunnel. So first, we got to set up our ISACAMP policy. That really means IKE Phase 1 SA, ingredients. Then IKE Phase 2, ingredients. Our crypto ACL, and specifying interesting traffic. Bind it all together with the map, applied to the interface. And, oh, by the way, let's not drop IPSec tunnel traffic like ESP traffic and IKE traffic. So let's make sure that we open up that traffic and not deny it, because that'll be a problem. So if we're setting up our IPSec tunnel, the first thing I'm going to be thinking about is getting the SAs built for IKE Phase 1 and IKE Phase 2. Here we have our IKE Phase 1 security agreement. Security association, sorry. Now, we know it's IKE Phase 1 because it says ISACAMP. ISACAMP inside of the iOS tells us IKE Phase 1. Then we say we're doing pre-shared keys, great. SHA, AES 128, Group 2. I'd say these are pretty standard, although I'd probably go with Group 5. If I'm just not even thinking about it, I'm going to, just put something there to get it working. I'm going to do all these things but Group 5. Then I'm going to set up my peer information. This is my peer. I'm saying, here's the IP address that I want to terminate against, which you can see is right over there. And the IP address specified, so that's just one IP address, and the shared secret key between the two. And so these essentially match. By the way, you really do need a match of all four of these ingredients for a security association to form. What can be in disagreement is the policy number, which is a prioritization scheme, or the duration of the tunnel, like we might say 86,400. Those could be off, but these have to agree. And we can have multiple policies and see which ones stick. So if I have my IKE Phase 1 set up, my peering information with the shared secret key between us, then I'm going to be thinking, I need my transform set. The transform set is the ingredients for IKE Phase 2. So crypto IPSec transform set. This is the name of the transform set. Use an uppercase. This looks like a keyword, doesn't it? I mean, it looks like a keyword to me, except it's underscored. But if it were hyphenated, that would be really even harder to differentiate. Uppercase that. And then you say, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use ESP as my header. AES 128 for my encryption. SHA as my integrity check. That tells us how we transform the data. Because we're not transforming the data by the IP or the IKE Phase 1 information. This is IKE Phase 2 information. This is what describes what we do to the traffic. Then our crypto ACL. Then our crypto map. The crypto map has a name. It has, there's a sequence, because what if this interface had to terminate multiple, like it was hub and spoke and you had to point to the other spokes? So what you can do is you can have different sequences. And this crypto map is for IPSec. We set the peer, far side IP address. So we're referencing something that hopefully does exist. I'll go back. So we reference that peer. We say, I have an ACL 101 that is going to be my crypto ACL. And then we reference the transform set, which really, again, should have been uppercased, but that's the name that we're referencing. This then needs to be applied to an interface. We apply our configuration to the interface by referencing it, and it's not an in and out sort of thing. It's just married to that interface. Crypto map, the name of the crypto map, and let's also understand why we might want to get to the other side. Why did we cross the IPSec tunnel? Well, because we had packets that were trying to get to 10.1.2, and that network exists over there. So you do need routing to be the trigger for launching traffic to the other side. If we are looking at our IPSec tunnels, there's a lot of stuff that I could show you, but we've cherry-picked this one thing. Memorize it. Love it. It's the most important show command that I can show you right now. Let me take you through it, line by line. Show crypto IPSec SA. So that says it's IKE phase 2, and really describing what transformation that we're taking for our traffic. It's married to the interface shown, crypto map shown, my local address shown, no VRF goodness here. Then address mask, protocol, and port, so you can see what is there for the crypto ACL. It's essentially the crypto ACL entries. The current peer IP address, port 500. That is the port for ISACAMP. Okay. You can see some flags, packets encapsulated and decapsulated. You know, a lot of people say de-encapsulate. Some people say decapsulate. The more savvy people tend to say decapsulate, but it's not something I would ever judge. And I myself slip up, by the way. But you can see packets encrypted and decrypted, that sort of thing. So there's not much else going on down here. But I do want you to pause me right now, go, what command are we doing here? What did that give us? Take the time right now to look this over.